अपनी केड़ी तू लेके दित्ती ही सालिए भैन चो अबे तू लेके दित्ती ही अपनी केड़ी
doing a little live at the bus station, although I'm just taking a seat outside the bus station because there's a few youngsters hanging around in there, so it's not really appropriate. So I thought I'd hang around here and we'll see them leaving. You can't beat a ginger beer, can you? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. We've got a number 2 sitting in there, and I don't... I'll rephrase what I just said there. Stagecoach Enviro 400 EV on the 2 in there. But we'll see that one as it leaves. Well, the time's just coming up 4:45. I'm a little bit later as I bumped into one of my mates in the shopping centre, so we stood bleeding for about 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'll keep the stream going till maybe about 4:20, and then I'll need to go and get to the stands in time for the last bus home. I do need to change on the way to get home as well, so we'll do a stream on each vehicle if it's appropriate, obviously. Frank says, welcome back, Alba. Welcome back, dude. Hope you're doing alright. I'm only going to be doing the stream till about 25 past 4. Yep, all good. I wear glasses, you see, so I've got this thing down the side of the glasses which are rubbing against the side of my nose. It's kind of hurting a little bit, so I need to go and see an optician about it, I think. But yeah, as I was saying, there's number 2 in there, but I'll rephrase that. Stagecoach number on the number 2 400 EV. Excuse me. But yep, hopefully no turds on this video. Just the sound of seagulls. Incidentally, when I mentioned Malcolm to the other driver a couple of streams ago, who should I bump into on the 19 pulling away from there? Malcolm. So he's on the 19 to the side, so we might just see him, might still see him before boarding X22 to Alba. Tomorrow I'll be out and about with Aaron. I think he's at work today, but he's off tomorrow, so we're doing 74 and 74 something up in Dundee. So yeah. So yeah, that'll be something to look forward to. I'm doing the 73B next Sunday. I'm just wanting to get the 73s out of the way so I can move on to something new, you know. In fact, hopefully Aaron and I can discuss this tomorrow. We'll hopefully be able to talk about when we're doing the all-nighter for the M9, Glasgow to Aberdeen and back during the daytime, and the same again at night time, because it's a totally different route at night time. Well, when I say totally different route, it's slightly different. And yeah, I am actually going up to Dundee tomorrow. Well, I'll be leaving the house probably about 7:45 tomorrow morning. No idea what time I'll be home, but I'll be home when I'm home. Oh, looks like I just got here just in time. The Scottish Vintage Bus Museum down in Start. I forgot that ran on a Sunday. Ex-Lothian. Number 61. I totally forgot about that. SK52 OJE. Saw that just last Sunday. LG23ZX number 2. We've got YX18 LHD there, 54507. Drake says that's nice to see that bus, SK52 OJE. And then he says LG23EZX. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of darts, if I'm being honest, when they were in service. I found that they broke down too easily, they were just not reliable and cheaply made, in my opinion. I'm just not a fan of them. Not as bad as streetlights are though, but please don't get me started on streetlights. We had one in Alba today, that was enough, and no doubt I'll have one on the way home. So, I've got 200 EV there on the 4B to Blair Hall. I need to do the 4B actually at some point. I need to get my finger out and get a lot of these Sunday routes done, you see. Nothing beats a nice ginger beer, does it? Well, looks like that 4B is possibly just left. Unless it left without me noticing. The smell of fuel off one of these buses. Strong. I don't think that was coming off the dart either. LG23EZU there on the 4B, and just behind that, also on the 4B to Fife Leisure Park, is YX20 OFS. OFU actually left on the 33 to Kirkcaldy just before I started this stream. Drake says, you were on the YX18 LHD on 9:35 earlier, going to Edinburgh, going to Ferrytown Park and Ride. Yes, that's right, I was. That's right. Well spotted, mate. I was meant to be getting into position to start the 6A, but I was that busy yelling to the driver, I missed the stop and then ended up at Ferrytown. That's what happened. Quite amusing when you think about it. So I've moved that for a few weeks' time, so we'll do that in a couple of weeks' time. 4B to Blair Hall would be a good run, I think. Starts at Fife Leisure Park. Oh, excuse me. And I think that's PZR that we saw earlier on the 7D over there. I've got a dose of the hiccups now. Yep, they're both on the 4B there. You're correct. It's got its hazard lights on, but it doesn't appear to be moving. I think they're meant to have their hazard lights on when the vehicle's actually coming through the bus station. We'll need to go to Edinburgh sometime now that the fringe is coming to an end and do some spotting over there. I'll try and get something arranged. This Thursday we're going to go and do some spotting in Glasgow. We'll do some spotting in Ayr on Tuesday. That'll be good, I'm looking forward to that. Might do a full route, who knows. Jack says, did you do the 4B full route? No, that was the 4A, and then I think I've done the normal number 4 as well. 4C is almost impossible for me to do because of the time it runs. See, I'm trying to do a lot of these routes. I could maybe do a 4C and incorporate that into an X55 night run and have an all-nighter. That's another possibility. I also need to do Alouette and Dunfermline on a 28. In fact, I think I've got that footage saved on my laptop. I'll need to have a look at that when I go home. Yep, that's another one I haven't done, 7D. I've done 7B, well, 7B and C, but not D. That's why it's 65PZR. And another one I'm going to redo now that we've got these 9700. And there's a few routes in around Glenorthus I'm looking at doing as well. I'm not entirely sure what it will be, but we'll see. Someone asked me if I'd done number 7 before, all the way to Leven, but I haven't done that yet. I think the 7's up on the channel, 7A's not up on the channel. That's what it is, it's 7A I've not done. I should probably get myself one of these little sticky pads and write down what I've done and not done. So if you get quite a lot around Glenorthus, like say 39 and 37, I haven't touched. 39 might be a good one. So there's a lot around Central and North Fife I haven't even touched yet. But once I've finished with 73s and 74s, I might take a break from doing stagecoach stuff, go on to other operators, because I don't want it getting boring for you guys, you know. I don't want you thinking that I just do stagecoach, because I don't. I do a lot of operators. Someone requested I do Elizabeth Yule Coach's route. Now is it 80? It was either 82 or 87. I can't remember which one. One of them I've done, another one I haven't done, and I need to actually do it. So we'll definitely get around to that before winter sets in. Sadly, it doesn't run on a Sunday, so that's not an option for today or any other day. Well, it is an option for other days, but not today. Sorry for waffling on a little bit, but there's not really an awful lot leaving at the moment. Sorry, I have to put the camera down a little minute. I'm just going to have a pasty. Got a nice corned beef pasty. Well, when I say nice, I'll be the judge of that. Not bad. I've had worse. I'll tell you, it says, do you eat crisps? Not really, no, to be honest. It says, I was on that bus YS74YOE and the X27. Oh, bet you. Small world. I might have gone past you in the bus station without realising it. That's not too bad. That'll do. I do enjoy some crisps from time to time, but I don't eat a lot of crisps, if I'm being honest. I might do another live stream over on Gamer Doer tonight when I get home. One thing is, some of these streams that I do on that channel do have a tendency to be a bit on the long side. Last night's one was about 2.5 hours. The one before it, on Friday night, was about 5.5 hours. Bloody wasps, man, honestly. Jack says, I love the coaches on X24, X27. I can come and go with them. I prefer the elites. But bugger off, stupid wasps. Getting annoyed with them. I prefer the 9700 single deckers, if I'm being honest. There's a brand new Volvo coming next summer, I think it is. I can't remember the model number. I saw it on social media, but it is a stunning looking vehicle. It is stunning looking. I'll try and see if I can find it, and I'll put it up on the community post page. I think orders are taking place around now, and they're going to be hitting the roads possibly late spring, early summer next year. Jack says it's a nice quiet Sunday afternoon. Sometimes I like a nice quiet Sunday afternoon. Sometimes I prefer it that way. Other times I prefer it when there's loads of buses going. I don't know what I prefer today. I think maybe I prefer it this way. I mean, I know there's some routes that run on a Sunday that only run during the evenings during the week, and I don't understand fully why that works, but it must be something to do with the driver's hours. Or what the council wants them to do, I suppose. But yeah, we're not really doing very much at the moment, just having a nice chill, looking out for buses, not really seeing much. This wooden bench isn't exactly the most comfortable, but I'll do for the moment. Must be a bus due to leave soon, surely. There's one electric one that's on 1A, I think. Sorry, but when you see a youngster coming along, well, or you see someone with a pram, you've got to turn the camera away. You know, common sense tells you that. Jack says I was doing my dishes there. What did I miss? Nothing at all. I just turned the camera away because I was literally, well, there was someone with a pram just went past, and obviously common sense tells you you don't put that online, you know. YX2OFT there on the 19 to the scythe. YX18 LPZ there, X55 to Edinburgh. And this one here is looking for food. Nothing for you, pal. Nothing for you, I'm afraid. One of these on the next 22 home, yes, that would be lovely, but that ain't going to happen. Anyway, sorry to send that by accident. Oh, that's alright, mate. No worries at all. All good. Now, another Duracell bus coming out. What have we got? It's on a 1A. LG23FHM, M for Mark. Oh, excuse me. Embarrassing doing that on a YouTube live. When you wouldn't be the first time. I remember myself and Aaron were doing one of our collaboration days. It was one of the first ones that we ever did. And we were down, it wasn't car state now, on the 7D SL13XAP, what was solo. It wasn't Carstairs, it was Campus Langwood it's come back from. And we were on the train coming back into Glasgow Central. I wasn't aware he was actually recording a video for his channel. And I was feeling tired that night, or that afternoon. Well, it was sort of late afternoon, early evening. And I did one of the biggest yawns I had ever did. And it's on his channel somewhere. I think it's called Train into Glasgow Central featuring Shrek's yawn. Because he calls me Shrek for some reason. I call him Shorty. Because I'm 6'4", he's only 5'5". So it's like little and large. Giant and midget. I'm sorry, pal, I haven't got anything for you. Unless you want an empty juice can, that's all I've got. SL13XC LG23FHM on the 1A says Jack, that's right, yep. Mike's 1 LPZX35 Edinburgh. Mike's 2FT on 19 Rosyth, yep. Spot on there, mate, spot on. Today's gone a little quicker than I thought it might. When I said I was only going to do some lives, I thought it might have just dragged a little bit, but it hasn't. It genuinely hasn't. And we've got someone in the pram coming along, so I have to turn the camera around here. Common sense tells you that. But yeah, as I was saying, the ferry toll was fine. It's been good up here. Oh, we've got SF74YNT 50532 X24 to St Andrews. Don't know how many more we'll see between now and the stream going off. Maybe about another 3 or 4 hopefully. YX22 OJT there on the 83. And a taxi sitting behind it. Anyway. OJT on the 83 to Dalgate base, says Jack, that's right, it is. I've actually done that route, you'll find that on the channel. And on the 19, I'm assuming that'll be Ballingery, YX65 PZT. You almost said 25 there, aye. Yeah. If that was a 25 plate, no doubt it would be a 400 EV. 54505 YX18 LHP. I think that was the one that did the X22. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I think it was 54513. It was on the X22 during the week. Because 54506 is the one that appears on the front of this channel, as I said in the previous live stream. That's YX18 LHR, but that one's sitting there as LHP. I don't think that model of B8 really fully took off, did it? Haven't seen many of them, but they're generally lovely coaches. I love them. They just don't suit that livery, in my opinion. Once they go into the black livery, I think one of them's already in that livery, and I keep meaning to see it. I think it's one of Enveranen's ones. I think it'll look stunning, personally. Hopefully we'll see it at some point. Jack says YX18 LKP was on them on the X22 last week. LKY was the X22 too. Was that? I didn't know that. I'll need to have a look and see when that was. Because that is mega rare. I've seen them doing that route. It's certainly welcomed if it was going to become a common sight. They must have been struggling for vehicles to get them on that run. I remember one day seeing one of them doing the M90, you know, from Perth to Inverness. That's a great place to leave the van, isn't it? Right in the middle of the view. Frank says, I think so because I always look on the bus tracker. Well, that's usually a good place to look for it, to be honest. That's a great place to leave the van, isn't it? It's right in the middle of the view, isn't it? Well, I'll be finishing the stream shortly anyway, so not to worry.
It's a curious material.
The X22, I think it's going to be one of the YX2Os. I've got a feeling it might be OFV. I haven't seen OFV today. Unless that's on a 19 or something maybe, I don't know. I did see one on the X22 when we were coming out of Alba when I was on PZO. But I didn't actually see which one it was. Malcolm was driving PZP today. So no doubt he'll be due back here shortly. On a Sunday this happens quite normal. This happens normally. You'll see loads of buses coming out, and then there's longer gaps where there's absolutely nothing. Yep, that is a Ford Transit. I'm sorry if the stream's getting a bit boring, guys. There's not really much I can tell you about at the moment. Because there's nothing leaving. Not really much at all. I'll tell you what, we'll cut the stream just now and I'll bring these back when we're on the X22 to Alba.